who ran on this issue. And to me, that is the craziest thing of all. I mean, you can say now that you have buyer's remorse. You can say now that, this is a mistake. This is not what we voted for. This is what you voted for. Donald Trump campaigned on this. And don't get me well, you only campaigned to deport illegal migrants who commit crimes. No. He said he was going to go after all the individuals who are here illegally. That's the words of the guy who you not only supported, but it's the guy who you created a Latinas for Trump group for. That's someone that you were a leader of the effort to elect him. And you would think that you would know what he stands for when you support him, right? Right? According to the Miami Herald, the public remarks from one of Trump's longtime supporters come as the president's immigration policies cause stress and uncertainty in South Florida. Trump's executive orders and the Department of Homeland Security's actions have targeted hundreds of thousands of immigrants in the region, including Cubans and Venezuelans, communities that threw their support behind Trump during the November election, helping him win Miami-Dade County. A top White House aide, Stephen Miller, reportedly demands 3,000 immigration arrests a day. Federal agents in Miami and across the U.S. are swooping into courthouses to detain people and place them in quick deportation proceedings that don't require a judge. Now, we saw this in the blue state of California, where there are protests in response. You haven't seen as aggressive of enforcement in the red state of Florida. And perhaps that's also because Trump wants to stick it to California, which voted for Kamala Harris. But when it comes to the Latino community in Florida, especially in Miami-Dade County, where it's very heavy and voted red, that's where the buyer's remorse kicks in. That's where they are not being spared from Trump's immigration policies. And as much as the elected officials who helped get Trump elected want to point the finger at Steve Miller and not say Trump's name, that doesn't work. And it's not just the state senator who is lashing out. Well, this statement from Senator Garcia came a day after GOP Rep. Maria Elvira Salazar, a strong Trump supporter whose district Garcia represents in Tallahassee. This is a member of Congress whose district overlaps with Senator Garcia's district. She made her own public declarations about the federal immigration agenda. In a separate statement, Salazar said that people navigating their immigration cases, like pending asylum or green card petitions, deserved to go through the legal process. Salazar, who is Cuban American, described herself as a proud Republican and said that the administration must fulfill President Trump's policies to kick out every criminal here illegally. But she said the uncertainty in her largely Hispanic district had left her heartbroken and said recent measures threatened due process. I will always stand with justice and with our community, Salazar wrote on X. Okay, don't try to rewrite history. Trump did not campaign just on sending home undocumented migrants who commit crimes. It was to send home all undocumented migrants. Yes, J.D. Vance said during the debate that the ones who commit crimes would go first. But he didn't say that they're going to stop there. And when Stephen Miller is saying 3,000 people a day must be arrested, Trump has the ability to stop that. Trump has the ability to sign an order saying, no, it's not Stephen Miller who's the president. And so it's hard to keep blaming the middleman here and not go for the person and not take responsibility for your own decisions, your own campaign. Salazar said that the Miami delegation in Congress, which includes Reps Carlos Jimenez and Mario Diaz-Balart, will be meeting with Department of Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem next week. The lawmakers have been requesting a meeting with Noem for weeks. Garcia, that's the state senator, has supported Trump since his first bid for the office in 2016 and created Latinas for Trump to rally Hispanic women behind the president. She also served as a spokeswoman for the Department of Homeland Security during Trump's first term in office. On Saturday, Garcia said over text that she hoped to meet with the president, who she described as sympathetic to Cuban political refugees from Cuba and immigrants who came to the United States as children. While I stand by my support for him, I will call out harmful actions when necessary, she said. And finally, this isn't about regrets. I have none. It's about addressing issues directly and taking responsibility. I don't know if you're taking responsibility. Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like it's the MAGA policy of never having to say you're sorry, never admitting a mistake. Well, you can't just move ahead and say, I don't take any, I have no regrets, but I take full responsibility. What? Say you're sorry, say you were wrong, admit it, and move forward. But to say, no regrets, that this is all Stephen Miller's fault, and not blame the person who is actually in the Oval Office signing the executive orders. And it's not going to get any easier for these folks from here, because it's not like Trump's going to back off on this. Again, when you're MAGA, you never apologize, never back down, at least try to pretend that you never back down, and keep moving forward. And you have to roll over the people who supported you, I guess, because for Trump world, loyalty is a one-way street. Ask Elon Musk. So that's the latest. I'm Dave Ehrenberg, a.k.a. the Florida Lawman, here on the Midas Touch Network. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment below. Love reading your comments. Thanks for all your support. I'll see you also at Legal AF, and I'll see you here next time.
Can't get enough Midas? Check out the Midas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MidasPlus.com.